Tony, welcome to Gun.
Hey, Joe, how are you?
I gotta pat you down though, pal.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Got anything on you? Anything I should know?
I got nothing.
Anything weird going on?
What?
Alright, you go in, Tony. Good.
Thanks, Joe. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Tom Kelly of The Tom Kelly Show. Yes, this is not the only time I've gotten on my knees in the back room of a comedy club.
The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show is also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair, from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. Give Two Eagles Auto Body a call and please ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527. That's 516-328-2527.
Hey, how do you say there, people? It's Johnny Brennan, creator of the Jerky Boys, also of Fox TV's Family Guy fame. I just want to let you know you're listening to Tony on the Knockem Dead radio show. They're gonna keep knocking them dead, so keep listening, you wacky sons of bitch. Right there. Over and out there, sweet Charlie.
Long time no see, man. Hey, man, I miss you guys, man, at Knockem Dead Comedy Radio.
Hey, Tony, you're not funny, and you probably shit yourself a lot, and you're no fun to be with, and you don't make that much money, and you're not going anywhere in show business, and I hope you get hit by a bus.
Okay. All right. Hi.
I said wrecked him. I nearly killed him. That's my favorite.
Oh dear God.
That's my favorite.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Knockem Dead Comedy Show. Oh, I'm sharing.
it's on?
I'm sharing this to the screen. It would help if I turned it on.
Well, listen, I thought we were all in blackface.
Oh my goodness. And like that, the show is over, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, it was a good
It's
run.
done.
What was the old
It
thing
was a
we
good
used?
run.
Was it like the views and this is not, of Jeff Bosy and
That's right.
Yeah,
Yep.
I think we're pretty much through the fucking looking glass on that.
Yes.
Welcome, everybody, to the Knockem Dead Comedy Show. Coming at you live from the legendary Governor's Comedy Club. We're live on... What's the matter?
No, I'm.
Oh. I thought you were going like this.
I like to
frustrated.
pantomime a little bit
My
while
apologies.
you're
My
talking up the
apologies.
show.
John Rusiello, just like to say this week, was blessed having 5 full days of Tony Walker. Well, you're the only one that would be saying that, my friend.
I
We're
can
here.
barely handle the hour and a half.
Yes. I think how I feel.
I know. You got to live with yourself.
Exactly. Hey, we're here.
We're queer.
It's Friday. Yes. Speaking of queers,
Get over
Jeff
it.
Bosy is here, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Jeff Bosy is here.
Hi.
Before I forget, we are chatting with you guys on the YouTube feed. If you're watching on Facebook, that's great. We appreciate it. But if you'd like to comment and say hi to us, please do that on the YouTube feed. All right. Now,
And send your nudes to me, DM.
Yes.
Or if you're cool with it in public, just tag me. That's
absolutely.
fine, too.
Yeah. Tag all 3 of us. All right. So right off the bat, I got issues here.
What happened?
Well,
What
all right. So it was very this whole thing was very mysterious. So it was supposed to be Bosy and Rada.
Yes.
Now I find out
He couldn't make it. Okay. So tomorrow is what?
Rich's birthday.
Tomorrow would have been Rich.
would have been.
Would have been
This
Rich.
is
Rach's
really
birthday.
awkward to bring up. Sorry, guys.
So, if you guys, his family didn't have enough money, and we're gonna go do a GoFundMe. We're gonna sell Rich Rada scented candles. He mysteriously, he is no longer.
He's not with us.
He's not with us. He passed, but in memory and what memoriam.
In memoriam.
In memoriam. These are big words for me. I can't
In
handle them.
the arms of
I wish if we could
an
play that.
angel.
I mean, you could sing it. 'cause you're
thank
good.
you.
Yeah, but
No, you fucking prick. I actually, that was good. I was like, I'm actually like,
yeah, I know.
I'm
but
kind of killing
Yeah,
it
if we
right
could
now.
play that instead of having you sing.
well, I mean,
So
like, it's
I'll
pretty
go
good,
with
but-
my old school one, the one that I've been using since high school. How do I say goodbye to what we had? Yeah.
How did Rich Rada pass away?
Oh, it was there was a gangbang and he didn't make it.
You obviously did.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
Because I'm used to anal.
Who would have thought 1,500 BBCs would break the Silver Fox?
I know. I was a complete shock. He was
1,500.
going good for like at least an hour and a half.
Right.
And then finally it was like, that one guy and then
You are not the only one that brought stuff today.
you brought stuff too?
Well,
He
knowing that.
drowned in his own cum. I just wanted to get that out.
Yes.
I thought that was a pretty funny idea, and I didn't get to it.
Oh, my
so-
apologies.
Anyway, go on.
In
Sorry.
his own or Jeff's?
Yes, no, in his own. Like I
Oh.
think that's the funnier.
Well, being that his birthday was tomorrow,
Yes.
I figured I'd get him a gift. I
Right.
brought him nuts. Not just any nuts.
Ooh.
Bosy nuts.
Bosy's nuts
And now I
for
know
his mouth.
I know Rada has had plenty of nuts of Bosy's nuts in the past.
He can't get enough of Bosy's
Oh
nuts.
my god.
And to not just single him out to have a party with everybody celebrating Rich's birthday.
Oh, am I getting something? Too?
I brought nuts. I
beautiful.
brought nuts for Andy, but not just
Is
any
it Billy's
nuts.
nuts?
It is not Billy's nuts. I figured that
Wow.
was too predictable. They're Laura's nuts.
All right.
There's
I
Laura's
love Laura's nuts.
There you go.
Oh my god. Wow, that's a lot of nuts.
Well, thank you for that segue. Speaking of a lot of nuts, for Jeff Bosy we got nuts, but we know Jeff likes a lot of men's nuts. So there's a lot
It
of
doesn't
men.
matter. Just
It's-
a bunch
it's
of
lot-
nondescript
Yes.
B-roll.
Yeah, that's exactly what I
nuts.
Googled a bunch of men. That's exactly what I Googled and found that picture.
Why does this one look like
Well, it brought me to Bosy's fucking social media. I had to scroll past 3 fucking pages.
I did contemplate photoshopping a bunch of like our faces, like Keegan and you and
Yeah,
me.
that's like
and-
too much.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah, he
ah.
doesn't
Way too much
deserve that
work.
kind
Yeah,
of
it's a
photo.
lot of work.
Especially for me, But I love that you
Laura, I got you nuts.
I don't know how, dude. You found the one.
Oh, it had to be Bosy in a dress. It had to be.
And I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to get the joke out that I did. I told the guys that I was going to tell this because without Rich here, it doesn't make as much sense. But that Rich and Jeff are here, and somehow it's less than. It's like a negative Laura Patton. I don't know how that happens. Two human beings.
Yeah, it's true. All right, so
Negative.
but I got to clarify this.
Yeah.
So this whole thing was kind of mysterious. You contacted me out of nowhere and said you and Rich wanted to come
Yeah.
on. I said, oh, I'm surprised. I haven't. Rich performs 2 or 3 times a year. That's basically and kind of
That's way too much already.
goes a little MIA during that
He
period.
throws
So-
his back out.
Yeah, and his knees.
And
So-
and he has to push off that, and he really told me this. He has to get the wax taken out of his ears like a few times a year.
Listen. You have more information than I do right about now.
This was like it was like one of the first few times I met him. It was during Put Up, Shut Up, Stand Up, and he's just like, we were talking about hearing, and ha ha ha, yeah, I didn't hear you, ha ha ha, and he goes, yeah, no, I really have to get my ears cleaned out a few times a year, from like they pull out this like big chunks of earwax, and I was like, why the fuck are you telling me this?
But then I would see, but like for a rebuttal to that on why the fuck are you telling this, Rich would say, but do you think that would be any better than listening to anything that comes out of Jeff Bosy's mouth?
Yeah, no, I know.
Rich would totally say that.
The judo into it's he's the Rudy Giuliani of Long Island comedy. There's a noun, there's a verb. Jeff Bosy is gay or fat, which
What
you're
was-
not anymore.
No,
so
I'm
you
not-
can't.
Yeah, so go ahead.
But when was the last time Rich Rada said anything that didn't involve you?
I don't know.
I don't know if
but
I've
when is
ever
there a
heard
time
him
that I
say
haven't
it.
said anything about with Rich Rada? I mean,
No, I
Bullshit.
completely
No,
disagree
it's
with that.
totally different.
Yeah.
This is totally the Dean Martin fucking Jerry Lewis, but like sort of in reverse. You're definitely Dean Martin. You have way more to offer.
We have our first Friender comment of the day. Rich can't.
I'm happy he couldn't make it.
Rich can't hear. Rich can't hear because his ear is not right.
Yeah.
I screwed that up because his left ear is not right. No, yeah, see, it wasn't worth it. All right, I want to get to the bottom of this.
Yes,
So,
okay.
I haven't talked to Rich in a long time. I
Right.
have, and then you come to me and say, "Hey,
Yes.
me and Rich want to come on," which
yes.
gotta
happy
be a
about,
reason.
but
Yes.
surprised, and I
Yes.
figured that too.
But we
Gotta be a
also don't
reason.
trust you.
Why? Do I have something up my sleeve? I believe Rich wanted to come down because tomorrow it's a monumental.
The big six
was
show.
going to be. a
Was
Well,
monumental-
what it's going to be, the monumental big.
This is
6-0.
how he wanted to celebrate coming in here.
Listen, I don't listen. He picks me as his friend.
Is this
really?
the bad pizza before he has the good pizza?
I think so.
Oh,
What?
I
Speaking
got
of pizza.
Yeah, I have bad pizza stuff to talk about too.
Shut the fuck up. All pizza's bad to you. So
No.
Oh,
No, I'm talking about a particular person.
Oh.
Yes. I'm not talking about pizza.
Me like
itself.
it.
Yes.
Me like it when pizza is involved in Long Island comedy.
Yeah, I'll get to that.
I love common
Okay,
enemy.
let's go to this one. Yeah.
All right, but so he told you he wanted to come in.
Yes.
Claims it was for his birthday.
Right.
But now you plan, you reach out to me,
Yes,
we
yeah,
plan it, and
yeah.
I even said to you I had somebody else
Right.
plan. So we rearranged our schedules. You took a day off work.
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
And just and then
What do
his
you
reason for
want?
not coming in.
Listen, you can't explain death.
Yeah.
It's all of a sudden.
It's sudden.
you
We all
know?
deal with it.
I mean, you can't just go there and go like, can you like just like can we should have brought him in here and just like pop him like Weekend at Bernie's.
I was always looking forward to him killing himself on stage. That was what I was hoping was going to happen.
Go out with a bang.
or a whimper.
Okay.
Like one of those.
Or like, let me show you my new rope trick.
Would you like
Houdini is like my hero.
Yes, I
you
would like twice.
Would you like to say anything about him? Would you like to memorialize him? Anything you'd like to say?
What's the music you're playing?
Well, Rich has been a long, dear friend, and he struggled through comedy, struggled through life. He struggled with his friendship with me because he had to put up with my antics. But it's...
You have an aunt named Dix?
Of course. Who doesn't have an aunt named Dix? But just like my comedy and his life. It's not going to be going anywhere anytime soon.
Like many young men of his era. Of
Well,
his
everybody's
generation.
younger than Rich Rada.
But he
Yes.
wore popped collars
Got a haircut every week.
Every week.
every week. Definitely had short man's disease.
Mm.
Like definitely trying to prove himself outside of his height
Well,
because he's short.
but he had a huge ego.
Yes.
Wait, hold on. Oh, sorry. Cheers.
and also like I like that he basically was living the movie Twins with
And
his
I-
genetically
wait,
perfect twin sister.
Oh, I thought you were like saying like I was the ugly twin. Like, you know, like I'm like shit left over.
No, I'm not going to talk about you. I'm not Rich Rada.
Okay.
Maybe in honor of Rich Rada, I should.
Oh, this goes perfectly together. Do you see how perfectly this goes together? Like, if I'm like, which camera is it? Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it
no,
doesn't matter.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
This is. Oh,
Yeah, he's just getting my camera now.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. Now we can see all the glory that is you. Oh, this
Glory
is-
hole. Glory
It's like
hole.
it's almost
glory
like
hole,
if you look at those
glory hole.
side by side, it's almost like no rhyme, no reason.
We put all these guys behind,
Behind
you
us.
guys.
Oh God!
Just
But-
makes sense.
So unfortunately, Rich is, and they just finished.
How amazingly fucking appropriate.
But so
Yeah, all those guys.
Oh,
should-
and I just finished.
and just a heads up, all the guys in those pictures need to definitely get themselves checked at the clinic.
Yes. You know, because of
That's the big announcement Rich and Jeff had for today. Was
we gave everybody herpes last night. Yeah. So, yes,
Speaking of last night, how did it go?
it went really well.
Jeff performed at McGuire's last
Yes,
night.
Hey.
yes.
very nice.
Thank you. It was a good time.
Who else was there?
You had Mick Thomas headlined,
Oh, nice.
Nice.
and it felt really weird to go use the bathroom right after him after what I found out that he does.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I second guessed. I was like, and then what was really weird was that the doorknob was wet. And I was like,
Just remember, Jeff, that's the closest to greatness you'll ever be.
touching a wet doorknob.
Touching his piss-soaked doorknob right after he went into the bathroom.
and pissed in the sink. So Mick Thomas headlined. You had who else was on there? You had Mary Capone, Michelle Fox, Laura Patton was there, your fave.
Very nice.
Who else was there? Eric Haft,
Oh, nice.
Very nice.
and there was Nick. I can't pronounce his name. Nick, the young kid, Nick with the goatee now. Nick. No, not Nick Tillali. Nick. There was a young kid named Nick. Very, very wonderful.
Nick Mahoney?
Yes, there you go. Thank you.
Oh, that's
Hard to pronounce.
Yeah.
It is,
It's-
you know, because
That
like
must
it's-
be my own growing up with a name that
You know,
allowed me to be able to
You know,
pronounce
they-
Mahoney.
I
Well,
think
listen, it was
anybody
the
growing up with
spelling.
any name,
Listen,
yeah.
it's the spelling of it. You know, it's like my honey. You know, it's like if you look at it, like it's right next to weekend.
Or you're like your Aunt Dix.
I love my Aunt Dix.
Used to be my uncle.
Ken Pichelle is watching. He says, look at all those smiling faces. Ken Pichelle, go back to the beginning of the show. I'm back to using your...
Camp Pichelle.
I'm going back to using your voice in
How
the
you
ads.
doing? Well, Tony Walker, thank you very much.
You got to go a little slower.
I know. I did a little too Foxworthy. It was a little too Foxworthy.
Oh, it was a little Foxworthy, yeah.
But I do have something to. I do have something, but like towards the end of the show, so you guys are gonna have to watch.
This is the real reason.
So
Yeah?
I've been trying to.
I don't know.
me and Rich, we did have our podcast here called No Rhyme, No Reason.
Correct.
And then there was like, you know, like there's like a little bit of jealousy because there's two other guys that hold a podcast here. And you know what?
Jake Gyllenhaal and Heath Ledger.
Yes. Holy shit! How'd you know?
But
anyways-
Abbott, Lou Costello?
Yes. And,
I went with the gayer.
the
Yes.
gayer version. Pretty much similar. But you know, we're sitting there like, you know, they're kind of a little cocky about what they do and everything. And so, you know what? I don't think they.
You're riding your coattails.
I think so. Because we brought in the fire. You know,
I could see that.
the flame. You know,
Wait, you guys aren't still doing it?
who was art?
That your podcast isn't still going on?
No.
Oh, all right.
No, it It's been gone for a while, Andy. But thank you for tuning in on Tuesdays.
No, I watch it all the time. I don't know how.
If you remember, that was the time slot we had. We had Tuesdays.
Tuesdays, yeah.
Tuesdays at what was it, at 9?
Was it 9?
Yeah, Tuesdays at 9 was me and.
Oh, is that what we're referring to? What's now on it? Tuesdays at 9?
Yeah. Yeah. But I have something to show you.
It took you a while.
Because you want to know what? I feel that since they took our favorite time slot, I feel I deserve something in return. But you'll have to stay tuned in to the end of the show to show.
It's called a teaser.
It is a teaser to see what I feel that I should take away from it. But anyways, you had something about pizza.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
Well, first off, I think it was you pointed out to me. He's hosting a show somewhere.
I took the F train all the way from the Bronx, and I got the 13-inch crust, and
Don't mind the mold.
And I was.
You're lucky I'm not charging you
I'm
extra.
supportive. I'm supportive from the F train all the way from the Bronx to the wonderful Long Island with all the wonderful Long Island comedians. I'm going to be starring with all my great friends that you see on the poster. They're my dearest and closest. They're the ones who've been. They're my rock, and I'm their dough.
Role.
Their dough.
My friend Brian Roach.
Yeah, like that, and then all those great people, like Peter Walker, and you got other
Rich
great,
Bales.
and then you got the wonderful what was it, Carrie Fox, awesome. I have them all on my shows, and Anyway, so go ahead.
So, was it you that showed me?
Yeah.
He's actually hosting a show somewhere.
I saw the flyer.
God,
too.
yeah.
I do a search every now and then. He unfriended me a long time ago.
Well, then I saw he's bringing his show back. I don't know where, but the Facebook show, like his podcast.
Oh, dear
he's bringing that
God.
back. But my big story.
Who was giving him enough money to do any of this?
no
Money, he'd just sit in a car like he was doing, or
Probably-
in that
that's
trap
probably
house,
what
in
he
that
was
doing.
trap
but-
house that he
but-
fucking.
But the thing is, still, how does he pay his phone bill? Well, you're right. Blowjobs do pay good these days.
Well,
Anyway.
all he needs is Wi-Fi. He's already got the phone.
Right.
Just needs Wi-Fi and power.
But then
Fair enough.
the main thing I wanted to talk about was
Yes.
my son got a friend request the other day.
Du quoi?
And I said to him, I said, please, you're not. He
No
said,
way.
No, he said, there's no way I'm accepting that.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I
So
don't know.
weird.
I think
You know
do
what
think
it
that's
is
weird.
like people who are that delusional tend to they'll look back and be like, "What the hell did that guy? Why aren't I friends with him?" And there's like 80 stories as to why, but he doesn't fucking remember it
Right.
because that's how fucking delusional. Anyway.
I was so happy. It's been about a year
At least, yeah.
of I've actually felt relaxed. I've found a Zen portion of my life without that thing.
We are better when we have a common enemy as a community. I truly believe that.
It bonds us.
It was. Do you remember how solidified most people were in the scene during that
Do
period
you know
of
how
time?
much the separation was?
There was 5 people that were on his side, and it was great because it was shorthand. It was oh right, of course you are.
Yeah.
Thank you for telling me before you told me.
You know who we should tell that that man is back? The other one who goes ahead and has a problem with salad. Get him on one of his shows.
Salad.
Remember the Salad Man?
Yes.
Garage
Oh my
humor?
God, that's so long ago now.
Yes, Garage Humor.
It's funny because I try to tell younger comics about the history of how we got here because he's had a bunch of posts on. Well, excuse me while we speak our language for a little bit. Bibbidi bobbidi boobity.
I don't know who the salad guy is.
You do.
I
You
do?
absolutely do.
Oh, you know what? He doesn't watch Arnie Price.
Oh.
And because he's posted on the Long Island comedy scene. If you want a real hoot, you're gonna have to scroll down a little bit.
About 4 years.
Yeah, and well, even just recently though, he's put up stuff, and even comedy complaints, all of the other comedy-based Facebook groups lately have been inundated with people going, "Hi, I'm new. I want to be booked."
Yes, I've seen that.
A bunch. There's been a bunch of them, and I'm like, Artie Price is the OG. He's he could totally play the hipster in this situation.
He could be the
Well,
ringleader.
what is the salad story?
Well, so the salad story, and because these things have come up, and I tell them about Arnie Price. So when the pandemic first hit, everybody, like, we had because it really is, it wasn't the Long Island comedy scene, but there was like an inception, like it was the beginning, it was the birth of the Long Island comedy scene Facebook page.
Okay.
There might have even been a page at that point. You might have made the page, but we used to have these group chats that everybody was a part of, and you would add whoever.
Right.
And so it was right in the pandemic. Everybody's home. We're all fucking just horrible jokes. And he gets on there, and Arnie Price goes, don't ever go to this restaurant, whatever the restaurant was. And it's in Plainview. They fucking ripped me off. It was supposed to, and we're all like, oh, Arnie, what's your, what place is this? Like, what happened? And he's like, I ordered 2 entrees, and it's supposed to come with a salad. And so when I ordered, this took such a long time to get to. I'm so editing out so much. Basically, when he ordered, he was like, hi, I'd like this entree, the salad. Like, it was part of a list. But so everybody Googles this fucking menu. And it's like, oh, the salad doesn't come with that entree.
And he complained.
Forever
and ever that he didn't get his
But
fucking
he
salad.
started posting things in Facebook groups like, don't go to this restaurant. It's dirty, and we got sick off of it and whatever. And we're all like, Arnie, why are you posting this? That's not that's not what you told us. Like, you told us that they charged you for a salad you thought came with the fucking thing. So every joke went back to things with salads.
That was the whole thing. But
and it turned out it was Carrie Karavis's cousin's place or something like that.
Oh shit!
And so she fucking went on the warpath with him.
And you did not want to be on the receiving end of Carrie Karavis's warpath.
And it was just so funny because then he was backpedaling. No. It was obviously it's my mistake or whatever. And then of course then he got into doing the garage shows. Which
because he couldn't get booked on anything, so now he was having garage.
Right, that I remember.
Yeah, and I was like,
Fat Jay, Emily, and I were going to because everybody was gone some weekend. It was after things opened up a little bit, and like just everybody was gone. There were no shows on Long Island, and Jay was gonna go in a Speedo. And we were going to drive over there, and we were
that's right, because you said it's family friendly and everything.
Right, exactly. It was so fucking funny. I can't believe we didn't fucking do that. But
that would have been really funny.
It was great. The whole idea was
so
great.
he's back. Unfortunately, the pizza guy.
Not really though. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's one show. Like, I looked at his Facebook, and I'm like,
but 1 turns into 2, 2 turns into 4.
No.
And before you know it, like one of those people are gonna like, why don't you just come and move in with me? You should like live out in Long Island again. You are the savior.
It sounds like your fantasy.
You're you're the
you're
savior.
afraid of your feelings towards.
You're the savior of Long Island. You're the reason why it was like alive.
Well, see, that's what's so funny about all of those. there's a group of them that all came in after the Pizza Wars, we'll call it. We'll call it the Pizza Wars. And they all defended him religiously with religious zeal.
Yeah.
And they all got fucked over by him.
Right.
Yeah. It all became anti, but it was like I kept the receipts. I know every one of these motherfuckers. Yeah. And I'm just waiting for the right moment to I sound like a megalomaniac right now, but I'm just waiting for the right moment to use it against them. Yeah, maybe I should stop.
Well, talking about people from our past, Ken Pichella is asking what happened to Michael the Joke Explainer. Do you guys?
I know a lot of people haven't all heard. I've heard the story somewhere in the realm of 15 fucking times. No, like it, but it bears. Like, he was absolutely. You should tell the story because I think a lot of people don't end up.
Did he die like Rich?
No,
probably.
No,
exactly like Rich. Yes.
Well, he's not that old. I mean, nobody is. So He's so excited. His ads are back on. My retirement is now getting fluff and gravy funding. Well, yeah, I figured, the Beatles put out a new song. Billy Joel puts out a new song. Ken Pichelle can come back and do the ads. So, yeah, Ken Pichelle is doing the ads on the show again, which is nice.
Oh, cool.
I do the audio of his voice back in the new video that I play for the intro.
Nice.
So Mike the Joke Explainer. No, it wasn't Roy Taylor. His name was Chris something.
Helmsworth?
No.
No, but I think that was one
Roy Taylor was somebody we thought could have been him.
Right.
I do remember that name, but it definitely wasn't. It was Chris something. He eventually did, not publicly, but he did eventually let himself known to me privately. But he got, and believe me, we loved his calls. He would call in, tell the bad joke, and then the funny part was his explanation of how he put this joke together. We loved when he called. We never knew in advance when he was calling, and that became the problem. There was one time he called, and it didn't say on the ID that it was him.
Right.
And it said, it had no name. And I forget who the guest was, but we had a guest, and we were talking. We didn't want to just kill the flow, so we didn't take the call. He emailed me and blasted me. How dare you don't take my call? Up yours, and really blasted me. I said, hey, pal. I said, I didn't know it was you. I said, plus we had a guest. I said, we should plan when you're calling. I said, I'd love to hear from you, but we should plan it. And at first he said, okay. And then I didn't hear from him for a long time. And then he did ask if he could call in, and we tried to plan it. And there was some kind of, I forget if he had the wrong day and time or if I did. But there was some kind of communication.
Really, any of that could happen.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. And he blasted me again. I was like, come on, man. And I asked him, look.
You really are a piece of shit for not. No.
Absolutely.
Oh, come on. Tony's a piece of shit for so many other better reasons.
There's so many reasons. And
this
believe
is such a sad fucking little reason.
And that is the theme today, apparently. We're talking about Pizza Guy, Michael the Joke Explainer, people who hate me, basically. So we'll talk about Graz next, I guess.
Okay.
So I said that I apologized to the guy, and I gave him another day and time. So how about you call on this day? I'll be ready for you. And he never responded, and I've never heard from him again. And what made me mad, his show, he has his own show, his own podcast, and he would take, and that's what he did. He would make these calls to different shows, and then his weekly show was all the clips of all the calls he made. So we were on there every week. And we did get a good response because he would edit it in a funny way, and like he would zoom in on Sally's face whenever he called. You see Sally kind of roll her eyes. The rest of us are laughing, and and I loved it. And I started supporting him on Patreon. I was paying him $5 a month, and he still was. I just thought hey, I'm supporting you. Now you're going to be a dick to me.
Yeah, no, that's not cool.
And I continued to support him, and I swear to you, this is no joke. I just finally cut it. I stopped the Patreon maybe within the past 5 months, and it's got to be what?
Lazy prick.
No, I just thought I was hoping that we'd hear from him someday, and I was like, it's been years at this point, so I was like, you know what, it's time.
That whole time he's like, that schmuck's still giving me $5 a month.
Yeah, and I bet it probably took him 2 or 3 months to realize. And I guarantee too, once he realized that I'm not, then he's like, oh, fuck that guy.
I knew he was a dick.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. How dead fucking these people.
So that's the story there, Ken.
Carol Miner.
Oh, hi, Carol.
Hello, Carol.
Hello, Carol.
Hi, person.
You didn't meet her? She hasn't been to when she was visiting?
We were supposed to see a show that night, and we ended up not going. We were just hanging out and reminiscing about our childhood.
Is that Chocolate Girl?
Yes.
Okay, Chocolate Girl. Okay, good.
The one who can't see the shirt today.
Yes. Well, I see. Andy.
On the back, it says Tony Walker.
Oh, well. So. It's what's on the front that counts.
Yeah, it is.
And back,
well, the back too.
Well, on the back only if you're
the back, not the back.
Right. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
The lower back.
Just like Sean Elliott, I'm hoping he comes back too.
What did you do?
I don't know.
Wow, you're driving all these people away, Tony.
Oh, yeah.
What's going on?
Oh, yeah.
I haven't seen Sean for a
minute. All you could do was, bring, 2 other bald-headed fucking people in here yesterday. That's all you could have done.
Frem just said we look like a bunch of thumbs. I thought that was funny.
You watched the whole thing, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later. We'll talk about it later.
I was like, I said, I was like, wow, look, it's a failed Rogaine experiment.
Yeah, it's the before and after. See, it doesn't fucking work.
It's like they were doing the trial runs when it first came out, and it's like, no.
Dude,
no,
I don't know about you guys, but I'm completely obsessed with there's this skincare. It's like gets rid of the bags under your eyes thing. Well, see, why doesn't the natural remedy get more ink?
That's what I'm talking about.
But it's and you'll have to bear with me. It'll be two women, and they're sitting at like a news desk, and one
Two girls, one cup.
will go. Now I got an erection, and I have to fucking the blood's got to get back up into my head. But they'll go. They're all the rage on the internet. These videos where it shows that the bags under your eyes just disappear.
Oh yeah,
you know those ones.
I've seen it where they did, and then like they have a timer.
So
and
I feel like I've paid attention to these through their entire life because they started off implying that the dude was the woman who's talking's father. But eventually, it started changing and being like, well, this guy's obviously not my father, but we did it with my father, and the same thing happened. Like, I don't know if they've had legal challenges, if the FDA is like, you can't, each commercial comes out and they just go, you can't fucking advertise that way. You're lying. That is not your father. That's not how that works. You're using makeup, whatever the fuck. Which then brings me to Prevagen, which is for memory, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember when Prevagen first came out?
No, because it didn't help my memory.
Right. No, because I've never taken it. Yeah. They used to advertise that it was made with octopus, with something from an octopus. Like you're paying money to for this fucking commercial, and you're making sure that you say like, are octopods known for their fucking memories?
No, but they make great for calamari.
Right, they're delicious.
Yeah.
But like it just blew my mind. And then I watched the evolution of that commercial where they started being like, there's some octopus in here. Now they don't even mention. It's like, wait, was there ever octopus in here?
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
But why would you? Yeah. So let's say there's not. Why would you?
Right.
Like, are people going to get excited over that?
Ooh, because like if it was elephant, like,
come.
Well, it'd be delicious, but elephants never forget, right? But octopods?
I don't.
I'm saying octopods because I don't want to say octopi because I feel like that's a little too sexual.
Well, you go go James Bond. Octopussy.
Octopussy, of course.
Fremder says yesterday Mike Kaplan looked like an exhausted turtle that just swam 100 miles to get there.
Oh, that was perfect.
Now he's funny.
Fremder, why haven't you been in?
Well, he's not in. Hasn't been in because the book isn't out yet. He's coming in to promote a book that he illustrated.
Oh, that's right. I went to order it and it was like a pre-order, and I'm like, I don't pre-order things. I order things and I get them. So there. I am going to order it though.
But yeah, it's not available yet. He wants to wait till it is actually available before he comes in.
Because I went to order and I'm like,
yeah.
Fuck you, Fremder.
Wait, he wrote a book?
He
illustrated.
There's a book. Yeah, somebody else wrote it and Fremder illustrated it. Yeah.
So he drew the cartoon characters. Got it. Okay.
Exactly.
Wonderful. Okay, we'll have.
That is what illustrated means.
Well, what was his name?
He can be taught.
Charles Schultz.
No.
Matt Groening.
No.
Graining.
Nick Mahoney.
Dear God.
Mahoney.
Who is LeVar Burton? We'll have him like
LeVar.
What?
LeVar Burton.
LeVar.
He's like you're doing that like St. Louis accent. Going to get my hair there.
Gonna have a little LeVar Burton.
LeVar.
About that about mouse.
It's actually closer to the Swedish Chef. I mean, I don't want to make everything about the mouse.
But I'm confused. How did we go from illustrating a book to LeVar Burton?
Because didn't he used to do Reading Rainbow?
Did he illustrate it?
He's on the front end of Gen X. So.
Oh yeah, I'm a lot older than you two.
Okay.
So Reading Rainbow, millennials would actually get that reference better than.
Yeah, what is that? He would read a book?
No, he would. He
would encourage reading. He was he was the face of PBS reading encouragement drive of like the early 90s.
Butterflies in the sky.
I have absolutely no.
I can go twice as high.
But he didn't illustrate
Take
those
a
books.
Look, it's in a book, a Reading Rainbow.
See,
I can be anything.
I'm like that poor kid that when we finally got cable, I'm like, I'm never watching PBS ever again.
Come on, but it had Sesame
There's
Street.
like 100 channels. John, it's not that I'm not a Mike Kaplan fan, because I'm not.
John's it.
No, that was hilarious.
Did he not laugh at your jokes too?
Yeah, well, he came in here and it was more of like I get that it could be a joke, that this is like your shtick or whatever.
Right, that's what it was meant to be.
And that's great and everything.
Get a
But
little hard
then
thinking
we
about that.
actually were having a bit of a serious conversation where he wasn't doing the bit.
Okay.
And like the things he was saying were like just abjectly stupid, because there's a certain point where if something's funny and you're doing it and whatnot, but the moment that it's not funny anymore,
I know a lot about that.
no, I know you do. That's why I'm saying it.
Okay.
But like okay, let's have like a real intellectual discussion then about it, and it just, because he had dug himself that hole and hadn't thought a way to back out of it, he just ended up saying some of the dumbest fucking things I've ever heard in my life.
Well, I'm going to disagree though. I don't think he was trying to get out of it. I think he was trying to keep it going. I
right,
think
but it
he was trying
wasn't.
to-
But it was so obviously not funny
Well,
anymore.
yeah, whether it was working or not, I'm not discouraging. You were saying we got into a real discussion. I still think he was trying to keep that theme
No, I
going.
get that, but I like at some point, like I want to be like, okay, we get it. Like, you're doing a thing, but let's actually talk about people who fucking show up and intentionally don't laugh or won't laugh at a comedy club. So it was
Well,
that, and then I actually said to Tony, I've told Tony the entire time he was running for. I grew up in the town of Brookhaven, been there since I'm 5 years old. It is not, you run under the Democratic ticket for an at-large election, you're gonna get the exact percentage that he got. I called it.
Yeah,
I
you did.
told you weeks before he's gonna get about 34% of the vote.
But that's and like we've talked about,
And
you
I
know,
respect the shit out of him for fucking doing it.
Absolutely.
I mad respect.
And even if you don't, and for all I know, maybe he even knew that. But at least it's even if you know you're not going to win, you could still be, waking people up. You could still be bringing the topics, the issues to the
thing
forefront.
is you're not waking anybody up because I could tell you the percentage he was going to get, and the next time a Democrat runs, they're going to get the exact same percentage.
Yeah, but I'm not saying waking people up then turns into votes for him. I'm saying you wake people up. So even if they still vote for Republican, they still might just be going to their Republican and say, hey, he was right about this. Fix this.
Yeah, people don't fucking. That's like. It'll get into way too much of a political discussion and how the common man approaches
I'll turn his mic off. Go
politics. Yeah, thank you. I wish I could turn him off. But in political engagement, something called political engagement, there's always the same amount of people who are politically engaged. Always.
Sure. Okay.
Like and they all, my dad voted Republican, so I wrote. My mom voted Democrat, so I wrote Democrat. It's almost like religion. Like I can tell you what you're going to be based on that. Now, yes, you do have your crazy uncles and shit that are outliers and whatnot, but level of political engagement is always the same level. It is frustrating, and for somebody who politics were a hobby for a very long time, like political science. There's actually multiple family members who have poli-sci degrees.
Yeah, sure.
This was what was talked about in our family. So political science, it's disheartening because.
But what do you So are you? I'm trying not.
There's
to look at
people
it.
that are like.
But are you saying that you shouldn't bother running then?
I was running.
No. Because it was something that I ended up saying to you is that like, then you're being a politician.
Well,
because you're playing the game.
Oh yeah, whether he liked it or not, he was a politician.
Be a disruptor then, like be the one who identifies you, who goes, yeah, hey, guys, you ever notice this is happening? So if you want to wake people up, that's what you do to wake people up.
Alarms.
You don't keep doing that. Is what is alarm? So it's the form of a question. Sorry, Bosy, you're going to have to leave. Yeah. But yeah, sorry. That's it's and it's not just my frustration. My frustration isn't necessarily at him.
Right.
My frustration is more at the system and like, why, dude? Why are you doing this to yourself? Not running. Run. That's awesome. I'm actually I told him, mad respect for him for that. But if he kept saying I'm not a politician, well, you are.
Yeah.
Like you are playing.
Whether you like, right? You have entered that realm.
You're doing all of the things that politicians do. Walks like a duck, talks like a duck, fucks like a duck. It's a fucking hot duck. God, why can't I get duck off my brain? Call me, Jesse. Call me. I miss you. Sorry, it's my duck ex-girlfriend.
Oh.
Because I wish I had Jesse's girl. Okay, so there's a person.
Right,
I don't
I'm
know
gonna
who the
fucking kill
number
myself
is.
now.
Okay, so recently
Yeah.
I got a text from someone.
Okay.
And I don't recognize the number. I don't know who it is, but obviously they have access to my page and one of my cell phone numbers. I don't know who this is. So yesterday they send a they made me into like a I guess it's a meme, whatever, and they did this. They sent it to my phone. Right.
That's not even that funny.
I know. And then I went ahead, but wait a minute. I went ahead and go to correct it. And I said, well, why don't you try using this word? It's a funnier word. And they go, well, doesn't they try to like solidify whatever their meaning of like making that? I was like, well, no. And I try to explain to them on how to write the joke. So then today.
That's so sad.
The ever so classic. What's the difference between that and that? And Jeff can't take it. But I was like, I don't know who this person is, but I went like this. Better.
Yeah, no, it's an improvement, but not by much.
Yeah.
You didn't want to show? You didn't want to share?
Yeah, no, I don't know who that person is to get any glory.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. It's so weird.
Do you think now? I've sometimes with the Murder Mystery Troupe, sometimes I'll text all you guys. Now I know, but all you guys don't have each other's numbers, so I know sometimes some of you guys are like, "Who is this?" Or is it possible it's one of the cast members?
That doesn't seem like anybody that you're friends with.
No, they're not that. No, none of them are like that. Who would be like that?
Yeah,
which one?
Like what?
Like, do you think really the one that no, that person can't, and you know what I'm talking about?
I don't know who you're talking about.
Okay, so well, it's not Linda.
Male or female?
Female.
Oh, okay, no,
yeah, that's not happening.
But there's a few guys I think maybe.
Really?
Maybe.
No,
none
of them. No,
okay.
That nobody vibes out.
No.
What vibes out is a comedian.
Yeah.
Who's not very fucking good.
Well, I mean,
there's not many of us are, but. Yeah.
Well, but moving on, it's all the course of people getting attention in life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
So, yes.
Sad fuckers.
I wanted to go back. I don't know if I said hi to Vicky. She said happy Friday.
Hi, Vicky.
And then Carol, she was saying she loved being referred to as the chocolate girl. So
yes.
So immediately I'm thinking Neil Young. I want to live with a chocolate girl. I can be happy the rest of my life with a chocolate girl.
No, there's so many.
Yeah, beat me. Sorry.
Great places to go to there, but anyway.
Well, not going there.
Just pour some of that all over me.
I was thinking more like, give me a break, give me a break, break me off a piece of that Carol Minor.
Yeah. Carol, speaking of which, the winter's almost over here, and I have not received. When was the last shipment I got? This November or something?
Well, you were slow on the payment the last one.
I was slow, but she's used to that. I'm always slow on the
No,
payment, but it does come.
I'm fucking with him.
Yeah, so I know
Yeah,
most times. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Once again,
Especially with Carol.
This show is brought to you by the letter C, U, and what's the other one that goes like this?
CAROL.
Or an upside down W.
JELLO.
Carol doesn't always wait for the payment. She knows it's coming, so sometimes she just
I
sends
hear
me
you.
another shipment. Yeah, we only got
I'm
another.
sure she's had other things to be thinking
I am
of.
not concerned with that.
Wow.
No, we're talking about chocolate here. We're talking about Carol's chocolate box.
Wouldn't that be great if that's actually the sounds that were made if you played with the titty?
and you would know what would be going on in the next room.
Right.
Yeah, but it almost sounds like
Would you-
bacon on a
Mom, we're just eating nuts. Yeah.
I swear, I'm just. It does sound like.
It does. Sounds like bacon cooking on the grill.
That's right, because it's a lot of hot meat going around.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you know what? When I was a kid, we had this Fisher-Price tape recorder, and it came with a tape on like how to make like a radio show kind of thing, and it was always on there the cellophane to get cellophane and
Yes.
to crinkle it up. That was like a fire, so you could be like two cowboys by the fire at the evening. Hey, how's it going? My brother and I used to do like all of the stupid little things.
I always like the sound of the whipping noise, so and because I had a whip.
Do you still have any of those recordings by any chance?
Titties. No, I mean
I'd
we're
love to
talking
hear that.
like
That'd be funny.
I was just telling Billy about last night. It came up because meat farms, the original meat farms that I knew, had a conveyor belt in the middle of the fucking thing that just came out of the floor.
Oh.
And my brother went down there, and I was too scared to go down there, but I was like 7. And we used to do, because the laundromat was there, we would go up to the payphone right outside the laundromat, call up the operator. I know I've told you this before, because this is the only prank joke I've ever fucking done in my life.
Right.
Zero, and it's like, my brother and I'd be standing there looking at each other, and we hadn't worked out what we were going to say, and we'd be like, hey, back, operator, this tells you how long ago it was as a real operator.
Right.
And I go, my brother, I think, started, he's like, I'm farting. And then the two of us are like, I'm farting. And then I would do it. And then, yeah, boys, this is not very... and like, yeah. But
Is
anyway.
that the beginning version of the Beastie Boys? The Jerky Boys. There you go, Jerky Boys. I used to like listening to their tapes, those ghetto tapes.
Oh, those guys were hilarious in the beginning.
Those little, like, I'm sorry. I
No,
haven't seen you in so long.
I know.
Carol Miner says, I will send
I want to
Andy-
get that nut juice all over me.
Yes.
Carol's going to send you some spicy ketchup from Whataburger. And then she says, what can I send for
How about you just wearing spicy ketchup?
Now you're talking.
Wait, hold on. Wait, what about spicy? Well, you don't like... Oh, wait. You
No,
don't
she
like
said she's going to send it for Andy.
Oh, okay, spicy
But then she
ketchup.
said, what can I send for Richie? Richie who? Rada?
Flowers?
He's
to the
dead. He didn't
service?
come in here today. Screw him.
He's dead to us.
Or did she mistakenly call you Richie?
I hope
That'd
so.
be really weird. Like,
I really
the fact that
hope so.
Because that would be really
Because I'm
amazing.
tired of calling you Jeff.
So am I.
I could just start calling you Richie.
Speaking of dead, is Fedora dead? Or are we ever going to see him again?
Have you seen what's been going on in Eastern Europe lately? Anyway, go on.
Let's talk about the tea in China. No, he's not dead. He's just, he's on a little vacay, and and that's when I was, I was talking to that guy, but he was like, he was a fat guy.
Ah.
So like I said, I don't know if it's like, a whole thing, but because of the weight loss and everything that he decided to like disappear from my mind. Because,
I hear you.
Alternate?
I've put the kibosh on Dracula for a while, so I understand.
Yes.
I understand perfectly.
We all wear capes.
Yes. And we all suck.
Yeah.
Dick.
Lots of it. Thick and juicy. Why do I... Oh, so I was like, I was feeling good last night. I had like a couple...
So you said it went well, or?
Oh, yeah, no, it went well.
Okay.
Yes. So, Mahoney. So, I don't know. Are you familiar with any of his jokes?
I've seen him a couple of times, but not enough.
So he talked about one of his jokes that he did on stage was like how he was so desperate for cash, he went ahead and he had to sell his car, and he sold it for like $250 and everything.
Right.
So then after he got off stage, I went on. I was like, listen, I just want everybody to know, like I got here tonight because I just recently purchased a car for $250.
Very nice.
Oh, that's cool.
But it was well worth it. The only issues I had was like removing all the used condom wrappers and the muffins that he likes. So, but no, it went really well. I had a great time. I was amazed that people laughed at me.
Yeah, they laughed at you.
I actually kind of don't believe you. I wish I was there.
But not really.
No, I wouldn't actually want to be there.
It's like,
I
if you were
just want to
dragged.
see the reaction. If we could somehow edit out your part.
My view of the whole thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just want to hear the crowd.
No, it went really well.
Nice.
It was really weird because it was like the first time ever doing this. I went up right after the MC.
Oh, so you were in the one spot?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it was so weird.
That's been a long time. I have to say, it's been a long time for me too.
Yeah. So it's. I was like, what? I'm going up. I'm getting called first. I was like, oh, wow.
All right, but we're on to something here.
Okay, go ahead.
Because
I didn't realize.
I've brought it up several times. The best set I ever saw you have was Galati's thing in Northport. You went on first.
Right. I forgot about that. Yeah. Yeah.
And you
But
did.
I've
and you
seen him
crushed
bomb
that
his
night.
ass off going up first. Though.
What?
I'm just kidding.
Stop. Yeah. No. Okay.
You did. You crushed it that night. The audience loved you.
Well.
See, it's almost like it's a trick, right? Like, here's a comedy show, Jeff Bosy. Okay, here's the next comedian. Like, I actually am disappointed I laughed at that. Why did I laugh at that? This guy's way funnier than for the host is funny. Like, we were just duped into where, hey, you're at a comedy show.
Hi, how you doing, everybody? I talk like this. I'm really high pitched, and here we go. Ta-da!
Okay.
I know I look like a schlub.
So let me tell you what I was doing. I was over here, and then I went over there, and for some reason I got into the strip club joke.
Nice.
You want clap that? Oh, did I even finish that? I don't remember if I finished the joke. No, I didn't.
Do you know what show I was just...
You didn't finish a joke?
No, I didn't finish the joke.
Sorry.
Sorry. No, let's.
Whoa!
I don't give a fuck. I was thinking about that first show. It was the first show when everything started opening up. It was when everything soft opened
Right.
during COVID.
Right.
And we were at Long Island Brewing Company out in Riverhead.
Yeah, that's where I sucked horribly. Yes, I remember.
So did I. Let's be honest. But that was actually the moment that I was up there because I was telling my old opener, and it's like the first crowd you've had in 3 months,
Right.
kind of thing. And I'm looking at all of them, and I go, because it was my wife said she wants to start going to church because she wants to have people have coffee when I die. But if she has dementia, I can fuck whoever I want. So she forgot where her keys were, so I fucked the babysitter. And I watched all of the women turn off.
Yeah.
And it was like a 60-40 women in the crowd. And I'm like, oh. And I'm thinking to myself, like, do I really want to be doing this? But I fought and I got them back by the end of it because this is before I had the guitar, but I did the 7-Eleven fucking thing, and they were all laughing by the end of it, and I was like, I was so present, I knew everything that was going on at that moment. That was the first time that had happened at that level.
Oh wow!
Where I was actually having an inner dialogue that had nothing to do with what I was saying. So. But I always think of us being on that show.
You know what was the best part of you telling that story was the fact that like you were okay, you sucked, and then you got okay again. For me, it was.
I was willing to pretend that the same thing happened for you.
No, I'd rather be
like
honest.
I feel like the way I told that. Was
I'd rather be honest with everyone. So basically, when I went up on stage. And I told all my material, it went over like this. You ready?
I was actually there. That's what I did. Yeah. I actually just reacted the same way, watching.
But
Jeff.
yeah, no, that was no, that's even way too loud.
No.
Oh, that's
that
was way
it
too
was
much.
so cold that night.
Yeah, too.
And we were like in the outdoor tent thing.
But even that was too much noise for the amount of silence that was there.
Yeah. Wow. Like it was actually, those moments where they say the silence is deafening, like where you're like,
yeah,
did I just go deaf?
Right. Yeah.
That was when Jeff went up.
What was it? But like as far as like that one, you know what? Sometimes it's really weird because I have those nights where you said where we did the show together out at the what was the place called?
The one I just talked about?
Yeah.
It was in Northport.
Galati's
show.
Galati show. Right. So I have those moments, like I have them like about 2
No,
times
it's
a
like
year.
golf. You hit it one time really good, it keeps you coming back.
Right.
Yeah.
But then after
Or like
that,
Fremder telling a funny joke.
yes.
He
Once-
hits, and then he just keeps coming back. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but like I said, I had a good night last night, and I think the last time was at the Northport show. So,
No, you're stringing them together there, Jeffy.
well, hey, I mean, you gotta have some sort of like, flow in your life, even if it's like separated by 3 years. But go ahead.
Or just urine.
So, I love urine. Speaking of urine,
This is Free Association Friday, so
it
it's
is?
okay. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, I was recently asked about yellow discipline, and I was almost thinking about trying it out.
Yellow discipline.
Yellow discipline.
I don't know what that means.
Is that piss-born? Is that
It's kind
piss-born?
of like that, yeah.
Golden showers?
Yeah, there you go.
Why didn't you just say
Well, because it's
showers fill Jeff's ass?
Why do I feel like that's another age gap thing where I don't know that song?
That was a
Beatles
Beatles
song.
song.
That was really
Golden Slumbers is the name of the song.
It's the very end of
Abbey Road.
Abbey Road, yeah.
So somebody asked you about golden showers. What about them? Are you? But I asked you to participate.
Yeah.
Are you the P-er or the PE?
We'll find out.
I like that, and the way it would be spelled is P-E-E-E-E. Well, that too. You only
you're right.
need to.
You're right. You're right.
Trustee would only be here, but
right.
P-E.
Yeah, we'll find out when I come back next time on which way it went.
The next time Rich lies to you and tells you he wants to come in here.
Right. Maybe he's just drinking a lot.
Well,
He's sitting in his underwear in his living room right now watching this,
You're like,
laughing.
"That stupid
I
idiot."
made that guy take a day off work, and I'll do it again.
like that idiot. Oh, now the person goes, "Do you know who this is?" And I'll ask, like, not a clue.
I don't know.
so-
I don't know. Do you watch Knockem Dead comedy?
Yeah, right,
podcast?
exactly. Somebody's watching you right now talk about them.
No, I don't think so. That the way that's written is more of like that they have no clue what's going on in Jeff's life, which it means it could be anybody.
Even my mother.
Yeah. If anything, everything's pointing towards your mother right now.
So, anyways, Andy,
Jeffrey.
that's it.
Do we want to take guesses as who that is?
I guess we.
No, so I do have from the gut, but I don't want to. I don't want to say it out loud because I want to be right after the fact, even though I wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
That's who I thought it was. You know, like that.
Do you think it was like, yeah, I got a 516 number again, and I was wondering if I could go ahead and,
No, this is a NASA comic for
Is it?
sure.
NASA.
And they're not very good at writing jokes. They might be a good person. They might be funny, but not good at writing jokes. You're already here, so that eliminates you.
And why would I write myself?
I would think you do that.
Yeah, I write myself. Hard.
Dear God, where does this go? Why is it? Oh,
Free Association Friday.
There we go. So,
on.
I attempted to do something stupid with like about 30 seconds of time on stage yesterday, and I was like, and then Eric Half came to me. He's like, "Don't do that again," and I was like, "Fair enough."
What'd you do?
Are you too embarrassed? Like, because that's cool if you are.
Well,
Because I know you would be. You should be anyway.
well,
You should be embarrassed about a lot of stuff.
I know. But I still have enough idiocracy to.
No,
keep
what
on
was
going.
it?
So I did. I did voices. Yeah.
It's funny because Haft and I had a conversation when I went to do the Jeff Goldberg's room in Long Beach.
Okay.
And I was there as Dracula, and then fucking Carrie showed up. And I'm like, she had just seen me do it on Halloween. She hates it. And I'm like, all right, I can't fucking do this. So I ended up scrapping and just doing like regular material. Though I did not have the guitar with me. So, which was good. There was a lot of good that came out of it.
All right, I got two things. First
yeah, you
off,
did it.
Carol says you should do the rest of the show in your impression of Bosy.
Tony Walker.
My other
gonna
thing. What do you mean do voices? Impersonations?
Yeah, just voices.
It just
like
well, I was
characters.
gonna. I did characters, and then like I didn't do any impersonations that night because it wasn't. I mean, like.
All right, so then why would you be told not to do that again? It just wasn't funny, or just like it's not a rule of thumb not to do voices.
Okay, so there is a conventional logic.
Okay.
To not doing voices, and it has to do with a hackiness. It's sort of like prop comedy, ventriloquism. When done right, they can be funny. But
Bosy
Somebody's
doesn't
got a
have
really
the
good-
skill to do it right. So
Well,
what
I thought I was implying that pretty heavily.
So
and this wasn't planned. You just had 30 seconds left in your act. So you
no. I had to fill in 30 seconds.
So you thought you'd.
I was like sitting there. I was like, yeah, the hell with it. You know, I was like, fuck it. They were laughing at everything
You know
else.
what? I am a big proponent of you should have done it, because I feel
That's
like
taking over if it works or not.
Well, no, more along the lines of so he's not lying to the crowd because they may have accidentally laughed at his regular jokes.
One thing I love about Andy, he is really, really great with dropping the other shoe, no matter what.
Well, the reason why Adam Snare hates me is probably one of the best jokes I've ever told.
Yes, I will agree.
So he had moved down to Florida. He was back up here. And I go, he was on the show, sitting where you're sitting. And I go, hey, Adam, I just want to tell you, man, you going to Florida has been really fucking inspirational. Like, it's awesome. I'm so fucking proud of you. It's amazing. And he's like, oh, thanks. Like, you're killing it. You're getting all these spots. Oh, thank you very much. I go, and it, you know what? Not just me. It gives hope to all of the Long Island comedians. And he's like, oh, how's that? I'm like, well, it just shows that if you're getting booked that much, comedians everywhere else must be such shit. Dude, you could actually watch the life exit his eyes.
Yeah.
He was so angry. He blocked me, and I'm blocked to this day.
And then he refused. The last time he was up, he refused to come in.
Yeah, because he
you were
was
here.
like, "Oh, so you still have a?" He didn't even say my name. He asked him, "Hey, do you still have a co-host on Fridays?" He's like, "Yeah, Andy. Andy's still doing it." And yeah, he's like, "Oh, I'm not gonna be able to make it."
Oh dear. You know,
I know. I was.
It's part of my rogues gallery. Benny Rizzuti, people who have blocked me.
Yes.
Benny Rizzuti.
I have that one.
Adam Snare.
No, not that one.
And
Hey, don't
Arnie
forget,
Price.
Don't forget about me. I blocked it too.
Well, no, he just unfriended me.
Oh, okay.
But I'm trying to think. There was somebody just recently. Oh, well, I'll tell you after.
Okay. Yes.
Because that's part of everything that's been going on.
Okay.
But,
so I did Winnie the Pooh.
You did Winnie the Pooh
dropped your pants and left your shirt on. It's awesome.
without anything under.
That's hot.
Yeah.
I Winnie the Pooh at home all the time.
I did. I somehow correlated in my head of bringing up the fact that, like, for some reason,
I can't spell honey.
It's like, like for some reason, like I Winnie the Pooh, and it went X-rated. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Dude, fuck that. Well, I want to hear it.
Yeah.
Oh, it was more of like
just to give me an example. You don't have to dance monkey. Yeah.
For some reason, Piglet has his hand in my honey jar, and it's awfully tight inside.
I like that.
Pooh, that's your honey jar.
Oh, silly little pig. Oh, do me a favor. I'm going to help someone get it out. Christopher Robin. Christopher Robin.
If you're not going to go along with it, I'm going to clench up my butt cheeks and you'll lose a fucking hand. Yeah, I could. That's great, dude. I used to do, and I've done it for him before, where it's All in the Family. All in the Family.
Oh, Archie, I love it when you're fucking me from behind. Jesus Christ, Edith, I'm trying to bust a fucking nut right now.
But Archie, you're filling me up so deep.
Archie, your cock is so veiny.
Like stuff like that. I love that. I love the violation of that sort of thing.
Give me a race this cum, Archie.
I mean, sorry.
Well, I got to tell, because Laura Patton came to Billy's mic on Monday, I got to tell the joke that she and I basically workshopped together. She definitely is a co-writer on it, of redoing To Catch a Predator, but making it the Muppets. And it would go something like this. I even lean into that. I go, I think it would go something like this. And it's why don't you go ahead and have a seat right here? Can you tell us what you brought with you tonight? And Peter would be like, me bring box of condoms. Me bring 6-pack Mike's Hard Lemonade. Oh, well, it sounds like you had a pretty interesting night planned for yourself. Me want to eat our cookies. And then when people laugh, I go, you are horrible fucking people.
That's great.
That is the worst fucking thing you could have laughed at. But yeah. But I'm a fan, dude. Maybe don't do it on stage necessarily.
Well, I've
no.
learned that lesson.
Like, you know what I'm talking. Like, it's a non sequitur. There's nothing. There's no context to it.
Right? Yeah. No, there's nothing.
You know, like that's really the thing is because it is you're kind of filling time.
Yeah.
Right.
If it's there in the service of something bigger.
What's your go-to if you need to fill time?
Oh, it's the music. Like, if I'm told I only have 5 minutes, I know that the guitar stuff, all of the guitar stuff, is 5 minutes.
No, that's not what I mean. I'm talking about like.
BBC cameraman punched in the back of the head.
But not so much like, hey, you have 5 minutes to go up there. I mean, like
holy shit, I mistimed this.
No, not you mistimed. Like you're told.
Oh, stretch or something.
Stretch, or maybe if you're hosting, and for whatever reason the next comic isn't ready to come out.
Oh, so I've not been telling the boomer joke lately, and so that would be something that I would because of like the whole like, oh, I read an article the other day.
All right, so the answer to your question is you would find more material.
Yeah, just something that I
to just
haven't
kill
done in
time
a
with.
while.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not really gonna I'm not gonna be like, I'm gonna do crowd work for 5 minutes because I don't do well with crowd work. Like it's not a mountain I've climbed yet.
I was doing that with the show that we that we hosted a few weeks ago that me and Don produced in there. We were filming it, and the camera crew a cable that they had taped along the rafters right in front of the stage. The cable just
sagged.
Yeah. And it sagged bad, and like to the point when it fell, the whole audience went, whoa.
Yeah.
So now it's even like right in front of the stage. So before I brought the next comedian out, I see someone coming out with the ladder. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm gonna have to stretch. So I was like, so I'm talking to them because it was right in front of the stage. So I'm like, so what are you doing? You know, oh, make sure you fix that. Don't miss the spot. What's your name? Everybody, let's hear it. His name is Juan.
Right.
Let's hear it for Juan doing that type of shit. Just messing around.
Well, that's a very hosty kind of way to.
But
handle
Laura
that.
came up to me. Laura told me after because Laura was on that show. Surprised you weren't here for that.
I never go to Laura's show. I went to one of Laura's shows.
You got the power. Yeah, you make her come to you.
That's right.
Yeah.
Once again, the word
I'm the little brother.
is come.
The little brother's always way more important than the older one.
She said to me because she thought I kind of didn't handle it well.
Well, that's her opinion. And dude, it's like
she suggested
assholes.
street jokes. I'm like, I don't know.
I mean,
maybe.
like whatever you're comfortable doing is what you should do. Like that, because
I'm a big crowd work fan. So
right, that's what I'm saying. Like you did a very hosty kind of thing to do, and like you can't ignore. It's right in front of the fucking stage.
Right.
Like if you try to ignore it, I'm telling you, in the back of almost everyone's heads, they're going, "Oh, he's just trying to kill time," versus acknowledging it, and they're like, "Oh yeah, this is what's happening," and so we're all invested in what's happening. Like not just being like, oh, why did the seaman cross the road? It's a long story, but I put on the wrong pair of socks today. That's one of the ones that I say.
I've never heard that.
You've never heard? That's the third. I sometimes bail on it because the second one is usually pretty killer.
Why'd the pervert cross the road?
You fuck a chicken?
Well, his dick was in the chicken.
Yeah. See, I'm not like Jackie like that, but I've heard almost everything. Like I feel like almost everything. I can't remember it. Usually people have to get halfway through the joke. Then I'm like, oh, right. The fucking Jew bent over and the Greek disappeared.
Speaking of Greeks,
right? Like that's a classic.
I actually, speaking of Greeks, I told the story in here yesterday about you and at rehearsal the other night.
Right? Yeah, with the so what diner does he own?
Yeah, I thought that was hilarious,
dude. And it's somewhat true. Like my Uncle Tommy, my great Uncle Tommy had a diner in Newark. I mean, he didn't have it. Like he had it when I was like little.
A little racist, don't you think?
It is. It's totally racist. Living down to a stereotype.
Uncle Tom.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I've never even read that book.
Me neither. Actually, all right. So we got 15 minutes left.
Yes.
Do you want to get into you're referring to our Tuesday night show?
Oh,
do you want to do that before we?
Oh fuck.
Another 5 more minutes.
5 more minutes.
5 more minutes.
All right. So let's kill 5 more minutes. Let's talk about.
Street jokes,
sex, baby.
Street jokes, mama. Street jokes, mama. You on mama think I'm pretty if I do street jokes?
What
Just
the
fuck
hell?
up.
What was that?
That was doing a Maria Bamford bit, but
You
altering.
make me happy.
Oh, wait, sorry.
Baby, put on makeup for Mama. Mama think baby pretty now. That's the bit that Maria Bamford does.
Oh.
But I altered it to be towards Laura Patton of saying if you're going to stretch, you should do street jokes. Boy, I'm not Andy the joke explainer. That doesn't work.
You guys aren't. I know you're not, right? You're not a fan of crowd work either.
I just
right?
am not good at it. It's not something I'm afraid of it. I don't want to. I think I'm funny. You know what I'm saying? I don't need somebody else to show that. Though I know, like, in conversation I am much more funny probably in conversation.
All right, but
than I am on
outside of
stage.
what you need, like
I'm the only thing that matters.
The art form itself, you not a fan, or
I
does it matter,
I
or-
just don't like because you know what it is. I think when you see great crowd work, Patrice O'Neill.
Yes.
You see great crowd work, and then you try it sometime, and you're like, I can't.
This
there's
guy,
just such a gulf between where
it's-
I am and where,
and it's hard.
And so I don't want to waste my time. I don't want to waste the audience's time doing something that I'm not really good at. I would rather just go up and I know, you got to practice. Fuck off.
All right, calm down. I just asked you if you like the art form. I didn't.
No, I said I enjoy it, but I don't enjoy doing it.
Okay.
I think I answered the fucking question like 6 times. No.
And this all stems back. See, look, now Tony's an asshole for doing that. No.
Right. So then, So now, Andy will unfriend me and then do a show on Strong Island.
No. I mean,
that's where they all go. I said that to Bobby when I met him.
Right.
I said, Bobby, he said, you owe me money, man. I said, half of these shows that you have started here.
Yeah.
Right.
But they all hate me.
Well, listen, they had to get their practice somewhere.
Trust me, I'm fine with it. I don't have any issues. We're name dropping a lot today. Like also the Zencuda.
Oh God!
Get the fuck out of here. She played us. She would come in here and have meetings with us and discuss how we can, like she wanted to help with the studio, and we were telling her like inside information on what goes on around here. Boom! All of a sudden she was gone.
Scared her away.
Yeah. Good riddance. Yeah. Sorry.
You mean she didn't? You didn't see this coming? She didn't
Well,
tell
she
you?
did. Yeah.
Oh,
She
okay.
saw
She
it,
did.
yeah.
She did. Fair enough.
Well, actually, we said that to her. She claimed one of her reasons for leaving. She got mad because in the Giga Room was some psych. I don't remember if it was Robert Hansen or somebody, but there was a medium in the Giga Room.
Okay.
And she got mad. She said, "Governor should be hiring me." I said, "You don't understand. Governors doesn't hire people for the Giga Room. That's independent
booked
producers."
that, yeah.
She couldn't grasp this concept. I was like, "You can do your own show in there." Well, it's too late now. They already brought one. No. You can work out a date with them.
I'm the only true one with the power.
Well, she was like, "But I work in their building." I was like, "It doesn't matter."
Doesn't work
No,
like that.
no.
Right? It doesn't. I mean, fine. You guys working in here. Does that mean there shouldn't be any other comedians? Like,
No.
she couldn't grasp
Not
it.
at all.
And then she left. So
Please
she
God,
knew.
yes.
So she knew that she was leaving. Yeah.
Well. But I'm waiting for you to ask me the same question.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Yes, you're absolutely right. What do you think of crowd work? Because you.
Oh yeah, also a comedian. What do you think of the art form?
Okay, so my thoughts on it, I'm not opposed to it. But at the same token, I always lived by where if you have to do crowd work at any point, if your whole thing is crowd work, fine. But if you start doing crowd work after you got done doing your material, that means you ran out of material.
Right.
All right,
and
but-
it's obvious.
So, yes.
But in the case that it's been on my mind this week because I was here Tuesday and I saw this Jeff Leeson, who that's all he does. He doesn't have a single bit.
It's a chubby Matt Rife. Chubby, unattractive Matt Rife.
But he admits flat out when he first got into comedy, his bits weren't working, and he considered, all right, maybe I'm just not good enough. I'm going to stop doing this. Did some crowd work one night, and it went over really well. So he decided to keep going with it.
Right.
And I think I told you last night. I told you before we went on the air. I mean, I personally think he crushed it on Tuesday. He had and I do think to bring 85 people on a Tuesday night.
Oh yeah.
On a week that a lot of people are off and maybe could be away
Right,
and whatnot, I think that's respectable, and I think he did a nice. I was sitting there watching it as a fan of crowd work, a guy who, we do crowd work in the murder mysteries constantly.
Yes.
I was going, I was kind of like doing it in my head, like as he's hearing people say stuff, I was doing my own responses. I would have done certain things differently, but all in all, as a whole, I mean, he had this place roaring.
Good.
Nice. But I guess it's,
so my whole thing. Okay, so
if you're making them laugh, isn't that the bottom line?
that is the
Yeah,
bottom
but that's
line.
his thing.
That, like I said,
That's what he does.
Well, like I said,
does that make it better?
Yeah. I
Okay.
think much like ventriloquism, much like doing voices, much like
Okay.
all of that shit. It's hacky when somebody's just trying to use part of it.
Right. But if that's your whole shtick,
Right. It's for the
Then-
greater, like it serves a greater thing. Like usually when people do like my fucking Muppet joke, what you were talking about with Winnie Pooh,
Yeah.
even doing the fucking All in the Family thing, it is only for a cheap, quick laugh.
Okay.
It's not for, you're not doing anything else. You're not talking about anything else. You're just doing a one joke. And if that's what you're doing, it sucks. But if all you're doing is that, it shows a commitment to it, and this is a style now.
Right.
So I think it's a lot more legitimate and looked at a lot more legitimately.
Okay.
Though there are still people
Oh, absolutely.
like Matt Rife, the hate that he gets. I mean, some of that is his success, but there are some people who legitimately are like, no, you can't just go up there and do fucking crowd work the whole time.
Is that what he has no bits?
No, okay, so from what I've
Thank you.
understood is the fact that he does have a whole, like whatever he does on stage.
Yeah.
But he cuts out those segments of where he is doing crowd work. He cuts out, like, let's say if it's just, you're acknowledging, the one person who I have a big penis. Let's talk about the big penis. And then, but like I said, he'll cut those segments out of his show and he puts them up, and then he has so many of them
Right.
that it winds up turning, everyone thinks that's all he does.
Right.
Oh, okay.
So somebody looking at that's why it's not a great example to use, but he is sort of the shorthand, the modern cultural shorthand for.
Yeah.
I mean, Don Rickles would be sort of a crowd work fucking maven.
Absolutely.
But
Let
me tell you
had
this.
bits. Yeah.
But he had
he was
had
known
this.
for the-
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like there's nobody that's just pure crowd work. I mean, Patrice O'Neill,
Right.
to me, is probably one of the greatest crowd work comedians of all time. But that's not all he did. But it did serve larger portions. And I think what Jeff said in terms of like order, where you're doing it up front, and maybe you get a call back later on. But I've seen comedians and like regional headlining kind of people who all they're doing is crowd work.
Well, again, that's all this guy did.
But it's not. It's very hacky.
Okay.
Like I'm not saying what he did
Yeah,
was
yeah.
hacky. I'm talking about the people that
Yeah.
I've seen
Right.
do it because of the way that they do it. I mean, very famously, Fat Jay and I were at a John Butera fire department show.
I don't know who it was, but God, sorry.
We'll get back to that.
But it was a fire department show, and we were just there to watch. We helped set up, we helped break down. Halfway through, we go outside to have a cigarette, and Jay's like, "Yo, Mr. Randy, what do you think of this guy?" And I'm like, there's something about his act that it's like the way he does crowd work reminds me of an Irish memory song. There's a hole in the bottom of the sea. There's a log on the hole in the bottom of the sea. There's a log, and you keep on adding things, but you always get back to it's all in the bottom of the sea. And he's like, "Oh, that's interesting." Whatever. We go upstairs. I shit you not. He fucking closes with that song.
Oh, wow.
That was the moment Jay was like, "Yo, you're fucking smart, bro." And I was like, "Dude, that's just what it sounded like to me. I didn't fucking. This doesn't mean anything, but I will take the admiration." But yeah, like that, like it was just like, I don't know. I heard it. I heard the rhythm. He did, and I mean, he's amazing memory. The man. I will say off air who he is, because he's a very nice gentleman. But
In a hole in a bug, in a bug, in a hole.
that's another Irish thing.
I know.
Memory
Yes.
song. But yes, and I love that one. I can never remember to do it though. The one that we grew up with was Holding a Lot.
It seems like, based on what you said with Rife cutting it out, it seems like then a lot of people are going to get mistaken for that because it seems like that's the in thing. People are putting up these shorts.
Well,
of
that's
them
why
doing
everybody
crowd
thinks
work.
heckling is cool.
Right. Yes. Absolutely right about that. Jessica.
I'm helping. I actually heard at a mic, at the Royal mic, this woman, because I said to her, I'm like, hey, listen, this isn't a two-way conversation. He's up there telling, it was Noel Rodney Jr. was up there. Like, he's up there telling jokes. So just, no, but I'm helping.
No.
And I'm like, I can't believe I actually heard somebody fucking say that.
Wow.
Because it's such a cliche.
All right.
So-
Are we allowed to say who it is or no?
Oh, no, because they're not a comic.
Somebody that we know?
No, not at all. It's actually...
Are they a nice person?
It's actually a snot-nosed employee at one of the jobs that I go to.
Steve Rocco Perillo.
No. He doesn't work.
No,
I know.
He shoots children now.
Yeah, you know, I mean...
what does that mean? Oh, taking
it's one
pictures.
one of his things.
Well, he works in the back office because I don't want him to accidentally watch this and then have to listen to fucking...
Really? Do you think he watches this?
No. But if somebody was like, "Hey, Andy said something about you," it might just like, when was it? Was it towards the end? I don't want to have to really listen to the whole thing.
I was wondering.
Very nice.
Do you think I'm funny? Okay. Anyways,
I just like hats like this. Yeah. Go on.
So, anyways, I have gone ahead and like
Jumped
I said,
the gun?
What?
Nothing. Go.
Okay, I've gone ahead.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, keep going.
And I felt like I said, that shit needs to get cut out. You know, like they got to cut their shit off, and I got to cut things out.
Is there going to be like a war?
All right, so we're talking about the Tuesday night show.
The Tuesday night
What do you
show.
mean they got to cut stuff out?
I figured. Since,
Please tell me you did the right one.
Oh well.
Oh,
I cut out. I felt what?
No, it's in South Hall.
Oh, okay. So, anyways, I went ahead, and I hope you don't mind, Tony, but I just felt I needed to have a little thing taken back from me because they took my Tuesday nights, and there was no rhyme, no reason.
Yeah, but
I love this.
They took your Tuesdays, but there was rumors that you took their banner.
Well,
they purchased a new one,
right?
And I was I saw it up there when I came in here today. And I was like, I just had to do it, and I had a box cutter.
Well, because we work,
you know,
in a field where box cutters.
And so, anyways, I want to take this. It's like my little trinket of joy, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take this home with me, if you guys don't mind. Yeah. Oh wait. Yeah, I'm gonna take this home with me if you don't mind. And
you should take a picture of this and
this is
and send it
anyways,
to. You want to fucking give somebody a heart attack right now?
Yeah, no, I need to take this home with me. This is very. Oh, okay. So real quick. Yeah, got it. Okay, good.
This is gonna be fucking
grand.
grand.
I'm gonna take this.
Do it after we fucking finish, though, because he's gonna call right away.
Yes. We don't want to do that on the air.
Oh, I don't know.
Well,
it's
you
up
can
to
go ahead
you.
and say Bosy's got your banner and a segment because I had to cut out. Because dude, those zip ties are pretty. I didn't have anything to cut the zip ties on the thing, so I went ahead. I was like, let me just cut out what I like of the.
So you're telling me that the banner outside right now has a square hole in the middle?
Event. It's like event.
Can I see this really quickly? And here's the thing. I wish that because I would have helped you with this.
Right.
You tell me. Is this cut off from there?
Well, he said a box cutter, so you can cut very straight with a box cutter.
No, but
Never mind. You never mind.
Oh, I missed it.
No.
What did I miss?
The fucking his forehead. The Hirschman's forehead. That's what you missed.
Yes. Okay.
So
right, I got you.
It's obvious, but not that anybody's gonna like. At this point, we have the picture. He's gonna send it.
Well,
he's gonna flip his shit.
All I know
He
is
is definitely gonna flip his shit.
The banner is very ventful right now, and yeah, I'm gonna take this and
Dude, I fucking love this.
Well, listen, you know, listen. I mean, listen. If I'm gonna get blamed for something, I might as well do it.
Should I say anything, or should I just send him the picture?
Just send him the picture. You know, because
done.
But
I sent it to him and.
All right, hold on. You just sent it. Like just now?
Yeah.
5, 6, 1,000, 7, 1,000, 8, 1,000, 9, 1,000, 10, 1,000, 11, 1,000, 12, 1,000. All right. Add 12 seconds to that.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what you were doing.
I want to see how long it takes him to respond. This is amazing. Jeff, you almost shouldn't have, because this is going to be like a half an hour.
Oh no, I gotta go. I got someplace to be at in like.
Well, you had work to be at today. until this guy screwed you with his death and not coming in here.
You know, I mean, listen.
Rich Raider, happy birthday.
Yes. Happy
Jeff Bosy
birthday,
took
in heaven.
He took a day off of work for nothing.
I know. And because of this, I sacrificed time to go ahead and
So that's
do
it.
what I cut.
That was it.
Yeah.
Yes. So, all right. So there we go. While we're waiting to see how long he responds, let's.
Well, we can finish before he calls back too.
Well,
Like, that would be great.
well, yeah. We'll end it and then.
Like I almost want it to be like, "Hey, thank you guys very much." Like it starts ringing and you're hitting the
might.
button as that happens.
Do you guys have anything to push for the weekend or?
Not this weekend. No.
All right.
I just checked my socials.
Do you have any shows coming up?
We have Knockem Dead shows coming up in March.
March 6th. March 6th.
C-State
Yes.
March.
Yes, March 6th
March
over
6th.
at
That meatball
Meatball
place.
place in Patchogue.
So Patchogue.
March 6th, September 25th,
Fifth,
October 23rd, December 18th. We will be May 4th. We're going to be at St. Pius Church in Plainview. What else we got?
Okay.
We have dates coming up at Governor's that will be announced soon. And Andy is a dick. Andy is a prick. And he likes to lick Jeff Balls.
Yay! You knew that. That's my world class little brother fucking talent right there.
Listen, I don't want.
I used to drive my brother fucking crazy with that.
I'm going to guarantee that right now, Hirschman has told his job or whatever he does for a living. He's like, "I'll be right back. I got to go."
Actually, this is the perfect time because when the banner first disappeared,
Yeah.
he gets lunch. I think at 12:30. He actually did drive over here and started driving around this whole parking lot, looking to see if he could find the banner.
Oh, well, lucky he doesn't have to drive around the whole thing. See, next level, what I would have done was maybe get a picture of chain link fence, and get it to be that size, and tape it to the same spot that you took with the doors opening.
If it is him, I will die laughing.
Dude, that would be so awesome.
You want to know what? I should just go right now. And I got to take this portion of the banner. I should just run out of here. So, everyone, have a great weekend. Check out Knockem Dead Comedy. Check out our shows. We got, like I said, Meatball Place, March 6th. And
March
be
6th.
there. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a
September
lot of laughs.
25th.
Enjoy it.
October 17th.
And,
November 17th,
Something like that.
Yeah. So, I got a banner. Take care, guys. Great seeing you.
Thank you, pal.
Gotta
Thank
go.
you.
Bye.
Sorry you had to waste your day off.
Oh, no, it's quite okay. But, you know, I think.
Yeah, you got to get out of here before somebody comes for you.
Yeah, no, I gotta go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and masturbate and come on this like I should have, like when I took the first banner.
Oh, my
I'm gonna take
goodness.
my nuts. Oh, I'm gonna nut all over this. I'm gonna put nuts all over this.
What in the world?
I'm going to make sure you take everything. Hello! You got a coffee there? You got your
What about the candle?
Candle and the coffee? Oh, okay. All right, man.
I have no
Sorry, you
idea
have
what
to
he just
leave.
said.
He had to leave. All right, let's.
I forgot my Rich Raider.
And you're right. That's what we just said. You forgot your coffee.
I'm farting, so you're going to want to cut this short.
I don't care. I don't know what just happened.
Everything happened. I forgot my phone. I forget everything. I'm so nervous. I don't want anyone to take
Yeah,
my
we-
portion
it's
of the banner.
What?
Yeah, let's just finish.
All right.
it, Yeah.
All
He's
right.
not calling.
because he ain't gonna call.
Live from Governor's Green Room. It looks like Don and I will be here tomorrow night too. But we're not. Oh, you know what? I take that back. We're not going live because we're not. It's not definite, and we don't know if Jim Florentine or Jessica Curson will join us. So we're not going live. If we do anything, we're going to record it, and then I'll play it another time.
Okay.
All right. So Jim Florentine, you've seen Jim Florentine here this weekend. Jessica Curson in the Giga Room this weekend. Dan LaRocco, Janelle Hamster, Sean Kearns, Colin Chamberlain, Mike Fenoya, John Butera, Brian Paul, Billy Geyer, Joe Winchell, Mike Tangi. Just some of the names you'll see on the Governor's stage this weekend. Go to govs.com. Lots of great shows at Governor's coming up. Bob Nelson is coming next week.
All over the place.
Joey Cola's playing in a couple of weeks at the Brokerage. And lots of good stuff going on. Go to govs.com. Make your reservations. Donversations is on tonight. He's talking to Janelle Dara Jamat.
Wow.
All right. Monday. Bobby Donahue will be here with me on Monday. All right. Everybody have a great weekend. Thank you both. And we'll see you guys later.
What will you experience at a Knockem Dead Comedy Murder Mystery Show? Suspense, excitement, love, more love, violence. Well, not really. And of course, some music. Knockem Dead Comedy is the #1 murder mystery troupe, entertaining thousands of people for over 20 years.
You have a great night or what? Good.
Their hilarious murder mystery shows are full of audience interaction from beginning to end that will keep you laughing all night long. Their shows are not to be missed. Knockem Dead Comedy's murder mystery themes include a mob show, a redneck wedding, a high school reunion, a family reunion with a luau theme, or your own custom show.
Johnny, you have a good time tonight or what?
Had an awesome time.
All right. She had a great time. KDC, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, all right.
Fundraisers, private parties, corporate events, restaurants, and more. Contact Knockem Dead Comedy for your event today. What will you experience at a Knockem Dead Comedy murder mystery show? Suspense, excitement, love, more love, violence. Well, not really. And of course, some music. Knockem Dead Comedy is the #1 murder mystery troupe, entertaining thousands of people for over 20 years.
You have a great night or what? Good.
Their hilarious murder mystery shows are full of audience interaction from beginning to end that will keep you laughing all night long. Their shows are not to be missed. Knockem Dead Comedy's murder mystery themes include a mob show, a redneck wedding, a high school reunion, a family reunion with a luau theme, or your own custom show.
Johnny, you have a good time tonight or what?
Had an awesome time.
All right. She had a great time. KDC, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, all right.
Fundraisers, private parties, corporate events, restaurants, and more. Contact Knockem Dead Comedy for your event today. What will you experience at a Knockem Dead Comedy murder mystery show? Suspense, excitement, love, more love, violence. Well, not really. And of course, some music. Knockem Dead Comedy is the #1 murder mystery troupe, entertaining thousands of people for over 20 years.
You have a great night or what? Good.
Their hilarious murder mystery shows are full of audience interaction from beginning to end that will keep you laughing all night long.